Alrighty. Good morning. Morning, Geo. It is going well, man. How are you doing? Nice long weekend there. Went by fast, but I'm not gonna look at that. Doing pretty good. Gonna be an interesting trading session. Yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting week. We don't have any news today. We have medium impact stuff, but no red folder. Have some stuff at 10 a.m. and then, all the Trump tweets, so. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Hopefully we can have a good week this week with some good action, some good movement. Market opens here in 10 minutes. For anyone who didn't see, Botfolio did very good over the last couple days. Swing trade held a couple, was up about 2,500. I'm doing well, Max. Hopefully you're doing good as well. We already swept the London, we swept the Asia highs. We have not swept the London low or the London high, and we still have Asia low as well. So we're in the higher end of that range. Could get a really nice setup if we go sweep London high and then move lower. For anyone who has been paying attention in the Discord, we do have a new algo for you guys. So I'm going to be doing some tests on it, making some videos on it over the coming week. Hopefully you guys get some interest into it. Ben posted a screenshot a little while ago of the trade results it had over the past month from backtest in the general chat. So if you scroll up to, I just typed in the general chat, it replied to the thing, so you can click that. He had 600 risk per trade. Obviously, yeah, you can lower that for a more reasonable profit estimation. But the equity curve was nice, steady up curve for it was the June contract. So from March 18th to May 10th, it made about 16,000 profit, which is pretty solid. Not too many huge dips. So yeah, I'm gonna be making some videos over that this week. I've already thought about some of the pricing stuff. It's gonna be cheaper than SBS by a little bit, so hopefully, I don't want people to have to choose, one of our algos. I want you to be able to potentially have multiple and not feel like you're, using all your money just for one. So but yeah, should be good. And that's that for now. That was what was that on? That was on, I'm not sure, I'll have to double check with them. I would think that's probably NQ with 600 risk per trade. Yeah, assume that's probably NQ. He usually does the test on NQ, so. Um, 5 minutes till open here. Well, 4 minutes pretty much. Again, we do have some consumer confidence. Oh, little wick there. It's getting a little whippy right now. Remember, if I see something, I'll try and call it out like manually, or just give you some insight, but what else do we have? On financial juice, I've seen so far this morning, Trump media announced a $2.5 billion Bitcoin treasury deal. I've also seen that Trump could move ahead with new sanctions on Russia in the coming days. So there could be some craziness definitely this week, which we all kind of know already, but it's getting big candles coming in here. we're right at the 50% of the overnight range right now. So if you mark out from London low to, or I mean Asia low to London high, 50% of that is at 251, which is right here, right below here. So bulls are going to want to hold above that. Bears are going to want to get below that. All right, 1 minute till the market opens, and then we do have SBS that starts to take trades at 9:32. All right, market's about open. Very curious on how today's going to be. You need to be patient and calm. Yeah, patient and calm. That's what I'd say today. But here we are. So tapping the 50% again of the overnight range, but ES is shooting a bit lower than the 50%. So at this point, I would be watching for London low, which is at 205. NQ's reclaimed that 50%, which is good for the bulls though right now. How many trades are you willing to take? Are you talking how many trades am I willing to take manually? Or how many trades is the bot going to take or willing to take? Got a nice respect off the 50% to the upside with NQ, but ES is actually respecting to the downside. So a little bit of a mixed reaction there. Again, 205 London lows, 204.75 to be exact, on NQ. And ES has London low at 5875. So that's kind of the area of interest for right now. Again, we're using the diamond setup, RSI diamonds on 32 range, 16 range, 30 second. 1 minute, I do just have kind of just plain default. Well, SBS will take trades until I either feel that I am going to shut it down for the day. That's pretty much it. It's either going to be down a certain amount or up a certain amount, and I think then I call it. Or it gets to about an hour and a half in, and I call it. There's not like a set like, oh, 1 trade, 2 trade. That's just, I see how it does every day. Same thing manually. If you limit yourself, oh, I only want to take 1 trade a day. that's great if the trade wins, but what if the first trade every day loses and then you get 3 more wins right after that? You'll think this thing sucks, but it's actually really good. So again, watch 5875 on ES and 20475 on NQ. Those are the London lows. And as of now, I would think those are the most likely to get hit. So what do you mean, how do you do it? I just said exactly what I do. I shut it down when I think I'm at a certain profit goal or a loss that I want. Or an hour and a half in, and I'm done, so I'm going to shut it down anyway, no matter where I'm at. London low is swept on ES now. NQ, it'd be good if NQ could sweep it now. We do have a SMT there. Hey TJ, been a while between vacation, me and vacation. Yeah, been a little while. TJ, how's it going? How is it going, man? So ES again swept London low. NQ has not yet swept London lows. I just told you, man, I'm not going to keep repeating myself because I'm going to start to get a little frustrated. There's no set amount of trades. So we just literally double bottomed at the London lows on NQ. We just made equal lows. So, yeah. Made equal lows. ES is already swept. I'm sure we'll sweep. Going to spin, trying to get back in the working groove. Nice, man. Where did you go on vacation? London low just got swept on NQ, by the way. We have Asia lows on ES at 5862.5, so it needs to go down another 8 points or so. And NQ Asia low is at 141, so we need to go down about 50 points, which is very doable considering we just dropped 50 points in the last 2.5 minutes. Went to Arkansas, riding the side-by-sides in the mountains. That's fun, man. That sounds fun. I wouldn't think Arkansas for mountains, but hopefully you had a good time. Was a blast. Yeah, I'm sure. Sounds fun. Even though I'm not having much emotion involved in that. I'm tired. Slightly neutral with a macroeconomic view. Not really sure what we'll do. Say sidelines till we move a bit further. It's a good idea. I think most days I agree with what you say. I would think we'd get the best setups for a potential reversal off of Asia lows right now. I mean, just because we've already swept London low, we kind of have some selling pressure, so might need to move to Asia, but yeah, we could see a reversal here after sweeping London low. So no trades on SBS so far. Pattern 2 right here, so if we were to move down with a red diamond, then there would be a trade. Yeah. If we see some nice momentum here, I wouldn't be opposed to taking a trade, but otherwise Asia low is the next area I would look for a potential trade. No trade still. We're just sitting sidelined, being patient, and SBS is also being patient. So $20 of you in here, so good morning. Hope you all had a good weekend. Good Memorial weekend. Do we have news at 10? I keep forgetting. It's medium impact, nothing crazy, but big sell wick there out of a 1 minute for value gap. We did get some momentum to the upside, but
Order filled.
still no trades. Been awfully slow with SBS the past few days, which is just the market condition, so nothing to worry about or anything, but we do have a red diamond here, so if we were to continue down right now, we'd probably get this pattern too.
Order filled.
There is a pattern too. There it is. Not the best pattern 2 I've ever seen as of right now, but still could work. We need... I feel like ES is trying to move up and Q's kind of holding it back. It's kind of holding it back right now. Yeah, so in my mind, it does look like ES is trying to move higher. And Q, it's a little weaker. It is a little weaker. Momentum's died. There's nothing. We need NQ. Need NQ to break over this 1 minute bearish gap here, and ideally get above that 50% and not just reject that 50% of the overnight. We did end up losing that. Did end up losing that pattern 2 trade there. No big deal. It's all part of the game. So. I want to see a little move higher here. NQ, it's just NQ's hitting the 50%. ES isn't there yet. So if NQ starts to reject, ES is going to move down too. Would love for us to move up to 87 on ES. NQ just tapped 50%. It's slowly getting above. Yeah. If we could need to hold above this 50%. SBS is our best algo right now, my man. It's our best algo right now. Want to see some momentum kick in. Everything's kind of died down a little bit. NQ's starting to pick up speed. ES is now it's lagging behind a little bit. Would love to see us move up to 87 on ES. That's the 50%. I'm in a long, so. NQ's picking up a little bit of speed right now. NQ's really pushing. Wow, rejection here. Looks like NQ would have been a better trade to take there. Didn't really reject from anything there. It's just sellers coming in for a little pullback. Hopefully not too big of a pullback, but looks like we're coming down now. So I was up like 200 there, and now I'm going to be break even. So gonna get stopped out for break even.
Order filled.
Yep. So should have sold. Yeah, I just took a scalp on ES. Again, I was targeting 87. We hit 86.25. I just got stopped out at break even, and now it's running right back up. So yeah, I'm a little bit not happy here now. That is so annoying. That's so annoying, dude. I just got stopped at 80.5. We hit 79.5. Yeah, that's annoying. I know we're gonna hit the 87 too. At this point, that was a huge wick. Usually I do take off early, but I was in pretty low size there, not too big a size, so I was in at like 80, only targeting 87 with low size. So generally if I go lower size, I'll just kind of hold till it gets, I was not even looking for 87, I was just looking for one more little push back up and I would have closed, but weird action though. NQ moved much smoother there than ES. And I did take it on ES because it did look a little better in my opinion, but didn't lose though, so that's all right. Do you have news? News in 7 minutes. I said I was going to make some videos over it this week. Yeah, we're just chilling. Waiting. Kind of sucks. I got stopped out there on that personal manual trade long. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Wow, there's the target. Yeah, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. That would have been about $300 on my fundeds for me. Times 5 copy traded accounts, so. And I got stopped out for break even, so. Not really, Austin. No, not really. Still good. I've just kind of moved away from it. Not a ton of trades, man. Just that one pattern 2 at 9:40. We have medium impact news in 2.5 minutes. Everything else is no trade so far, so all good. Man, yes, we tapped right on the 50% level that I was targeting, now rejecting it a little bit. I just took the inverse for rally gap 1 minute 1 minute time frame on the yes there. All of them except the 1 minute chart, my man. 1 minute chart, I like just plain pretty much. I haven't tested the RSI much on it, so. Because I like it plain. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, I'd also be waiting probably for Asia lows. Unless we got like a really good looking continuation move off of the 50% level. But yeah, it would probably be Asia. Spike candle there. Oh, that's news. That's news, so. I don't like the must sweep. I do use pattern too. That's the only trade we've had today, like I've said. And I use RSI on every chart besides the 1 minute. And I just explained why I don't use it on the 1 minute. Wow, we are pumping, pumping, pumping. Guess who's annoyed? Guess who's getting annoyed? And when you get annoyed, it's never good to keep trading, in my opinion. But yeah, I was in long on ES at like 80, 58, 80. Got stopped out on a wick down there. I was in with 8 micros. And that just hit, 14 points. So that would have been $550 there. If I were holding the full position, which I would have already gotten out, but do you consider point 3 at the same level of 1 valid point? Anyway, for breaking if it double bottoms or double tops like at the same exact point, you could consider it valid. I mean, it's pretty much good. But yeah, ideally, you have a breakout. So you have a point where you break out. Then you pull back to the breakout zone. Then you move below the first break, below 1, and then above 2. Ideally, right? I have tons of videos going over the SBS stuff, though. Slow. Just remember, RSI takes a lot less trades. Doesn't mean anything's wrong. And just remember, SBS isn't a high frequency trading bot, right? So a lot of people join, they're like, I've been using it for an hour, there's no trade, something's wrong, help. I'll tell you to just stop talking every time, pretty much. It doesn't take trades every 5 seconds. Sometimes it takes a couple trades a day. That's pretty much it, especially with the RSI. So the 30-second chart took 30 trades last month, right? What a move, man. NQ's gonna sweep London highs. That's a shame. A little bummed out, but that's alright. Happens. Part of the game. If NQ can sweep London high, we could see some sort of move lower from that, potentially. So we'll look for another setup there. Yep, can't control it, so we'll look for a setup off of London high, potentially for a reversal. I already mentioned I'm going to make videos over the new algo, man. And MNQ Trader is not a high frequency trading bot either. High frequency, we don't do any high frequency bots, so. Yeah, I risk 400. I don't know. We're gonna stay on for another few minutes here. I'm not sure why you're asking me so many questions. Just because with the risk and stuff, that's all based on you, your personal preferences, and your account. So like, you shouldn't be trying to do just exactly what I'm doing. You need to figure that out for yourself. What are you comfortable losing? What are you not comfortable losing? London high here at 360, so 10 points away on NQ. I know, but I mean, the risk and stuff is based on what you're comfortable with. The settings and stuff, yeah, you can copy that from me. But the risk and, you know, how many trades you want to take per day, that's up to you. That's, you know, I don't want to be in control of every single thing every single person is doing, so. Pretty slow day though. Generally we'll get a couple trades in the morning, especially with the RSI stuff. We'll get a couple, not one. One is pretty slow. But again, it's just been kind of a slow uptrend this morning. Just a slow uptrend. I think we're gonna call it a day on the live stream here. I'll keep these running for a little bit still, but it's just slow. So we're gonna call it there on the live stream. I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna be live every day this week. So thank you all for joining. Have a good rest of your day. Be safe out there. I'll see everybody hopefully tomorrow morning. So have a good one, guys.